Once a bustling center for nuclear research and development, the Mayak site now lay abandoned, its corridors and laboratories hauntingly silent. It had been years since anyone had set foot within its walls, but the memories of its past lingered like a ghostly presence. Alexei had always been fascinated by the Mayak site. As a young boy, he had dreamed of working there, of being part of something greater than himself. But those dreams had been shattered when the disaster occurred. It had been a cold winter's day when the reactor at Mayak had gone critical, spewing radioactive material into the air. The authorities had tried to contain the fallout, but it had been too late. The damage was done, and the people of the nearby town had paid the price. Alexei had been living in the town at the time. He had seen the panic and the fear in people's eyes as they fled for their lives. He had watched as friends and neighbors succumbed to radiation sickness, their bodies wasting away before his eyes. In the years that followed, Alexei had tried to put the disaster behind him. He had moved away, started a new life, but he could never escape the memories of Mayak. So when he heard that a team of scientists was planning to enter the site, he knew he had to be part of it. It took months of negotiation and planning, but finally, Alexei found himself standing outside the entrance to the Mayak site. The air was thick with the smell of decay, and he could feel his heart racing as he stepped inside. The site was a maze of corridors and chambers, each one more ominous than the last. The walls were lined with lead and concrete, a testament to the danger that lurked within. As Alexei walked, he could feel the weight of the past pressing down on him. It wasn't long before the team came across something that made their blood run cold. In a dark corner of the site, they found a room filled with the bodies of workers, frozen in time. The radiation had preserved them, leaving them as they had been on that fateful day. Alexei felt a chill run down his spine as he looked at the bodies. They were a stark reminder of the price that had been paid for science, for progress. He knew then that the Mayak site would never be forgotten, that it would remain a warning to future generations of the dangers of playing with nuclear fire. As the team made their way out of the site, Alexei couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. He had finally faced his fears, and he knew that he could move on with his life. But as he looked back at the Mayak site one last time, he knew that it would always be a part of him, a reminder of the past that could never be erased.